There we go. Hopefully, hopefully you didn't hear that music, but if you did, oops. but but anyways, welcome back to the Checkered PS4 NASCAR League. I'm your host, Morse1173, and tonight is going to be race one of the playoffs for the National Series. It's going to be held at Richmond National Raceway, located in the state capital of Richmond, Virginia. Now, this track is actually right near where I live. I live about a couple hours, maybe 1 or 2 hours away from the track, so this is technically my home track. So tomorrow night will be my home track for the Cup Series, also for the National Series. But the Truck Series don't go to Richmond until next year, so my home track for the Truck Series until this year will be Martinsville, because Martinsville is also located in Virginia. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these National Series guys handle the Richmond, because with the new tire wear, going to be much more of a key, and how these races are going to be determined for the next 10 races of the playoffs. Same thing with the Cup Series. If y'all watched this past Sunday's race in Las Vegas, Sports Kid ended up winning the race. He advanced to the next round of the playoffs. He punched the ticket to the round of 8. I was about to say round of 12. I think it was real life, but he punched his ticket to the round of 8. And currently, the playoff cutoff line there is very tight. About, I think it's 20-something points from Texas to KE, and I'm only 2 points ahead of Texas. So it's very tight. I think from 5th or 6th on the playoff grid down to 10th. So it's going to be very interesting how the playoffs is going to be looking. And this is the second ever broadcast on NASCAR 4. So if y'all missed Sunday, we introduced NASCAR 4. To the Checkered PS4 NASCAR League YouTube channel, and to the league as well. So this is the first ever National Series race on Heat 4 for these guys, and Talladega coming up in about a couple of weeks. I think about 3 weeks be the first truck race. So I think I'm ready. I think I can load into the race now. So never mind. Change of plan. There will be no lobby set up so far, because there we go. There's the second invite, because I apparently I didn't know that the only TC Jones, who's driving the 1 car now. If y'all missed last week's stream, there will be some different drivers and different cars, different paint schemes going to be on the track, different body style for the Toyota. It's not the Toyota Camry anymore. It's the Toyota Supra. So you'll be seeing Weasel, I believe, driving the 18 car around the track in that new Supra. And you got well, let me go over it real quick. The new cars for the National Series. You got TC Jones driving the 1 car for Junior Motorsports, and he drove the 5 car for most of the year. So he's back in the 1 car, and he's driving. He has the Pilot Flying J sponsorship. We're gonna go in order here. We got Weasel, who's driving the 18 car still, but different sponsorship. We got the IK9 colors. And also, Toyota has a new Supra out on the track tonight in Richmond, so we look to see Weasel in that 18 car. Oh, by the way, these other guys also going for the championship as well. You got Predator in the 9 car, who's also going for the championship. He's the regular season champion. Got the switch colors going on. I think he mentioned last week at Las Vegas that he'll be wanting mainly the switch car. And then you got we'll keep going here. You got Norfree in the 15, still same colors, same sponsorship. So he'll be going for the championship tonight, starting tonight. You got Trainer in the 23 car who took the sponsorship from NCOG with Fire Alarm Services. So the Fire Alarm Services now is over to the 23 car with Trainer. You got speaking of NCOG, you got him driving the 10 car, because Chip Ganassi shut down after Las Vegas, so because they didn't have sponsorship. So Colleague Racing called him up and asked him to come drive our second car, the 10 car, for the playoffs, and he said, "I sure will." So he hopped in. He's gonna hop in the 10 car starting tonight. Got a whole lot of different colors for NCOG. Starting these playoffs. We got Wine Guy, who's in the 0 car, who is still looking for that first win of the season. Same with NCOG. Actually, NCOG got his first career win last week in Vegas, so congratulations to him. Getting 5 more playoff points that'll help him toward the fight for the championship. But Wine Guy, I believe he's the only guy in the playoffs that's also a NASCAR man as well. I think they're the only 2 drivers who are still looking for their first wins in the season. So, and here's NASCAR man, the 7 car. Still is the same brand agricultural paint scheme. A little different from last year, but that's pretty much all your playoff guys, pretty much. So I think we can load in now. Excuse me. And you got Smoke in here, who's spotting, I believe, for Predator in the 9 car tonight. So we won't get pre-race interviews in at this part of the stream like I normally do, because there was a delay with the lobby getting set up. So if you stay tuned to part number 2, then you'll be able to look at the. If you stay tuned to part number 2, then you'll see. You'll hear from all the different drivers from the track. So we're gonna ride around the track. We're gonna ride around here with Predator in the 9 car. This is the only thing I do not like. You cannot like. You hear this? You hear that? That is me trying to move the white analog stick to look at around the car. 7-4 games. Really? I cannot look around the car if I want to. So this is Predator in the 9, who, like I mentioned, who's your regular season champion. He's got Weasel in the 18 behind him, all in NASCAR man and NCOG behind him. I do like the switch car that Predator's driving. He's got 2 different versions of the switch car. He's got the normal, you got the silver car with the silver bumper, but this is the silver car with the black bumper. He's also got the armor car, same with NASCAR man. He also has the armor car. But we're gonna ride on board here with NCOG in the 10, who is rocking some new colors tonight. Who just got his first career win last week in Vegas. So let's see how he carried that momentum onto the playoffs here. He's trying to catch NASCAR man here for 3rd. This will be 3rd on the track. Oh, NCOG got close to NASCAR man's bumper there. Now, I think Bradley's supposed to be in this race. He's supposed to be in the 11 car, the 2nd colleague racing car team, who's teammates with NCOG. But I think because, as NCOG makes a move for 3rd here, I think because this is a playoff race, Bradley will not be running tonight, because typically Cup drivers are not supposed to be in the playoffs and running in the playoff races. So I heard that some drivers have part-time races in the playoffs, whether it's a Cup, National Truck Series, which I think is stupid, because it's supposed to be just a series regulars going in the races. I mean, unless you're like people. Oh, there goes NASCAR man on the apron. But this is basically the playoff field, I think. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that Train was also looking for his first win as well, along with NASCAR man Wine Guy. Now we'll be riding with GT Jones here in the 1 car as he comes up the road now. This is the second car that changed numbers. Not just he still has the same sponsor on Pilot Flying J. But and they are Predator wrecked on the backstretch. And whoever wins this, and this is going to be the beginning of the playoffs. This is going to be the first race of the round of 8, I believe. So whoever wins this race will punch the ticket to the next round of the playoffs and don't have to worry about the next race, which is going to be the Roval and Dover. in this round. So the only guy that'll be going into the oval with a smile on their face is the guy that wins the night. So be very interesting to see how these drivers, especially with Incog with a new team. It's pretty much the 11 car on the 10 tonight. Pretty much, I think is what they say or what they said. I think the 11 team is being the 10 car tonight. And when the 11 car's on the track, if it's on the track, they'll have the 10 team pitting the 10 car and the 11 team pitting the 11 car. It should be. But until then, the 11 team is going to be on the 10 car tonight. And that's pretty much practice. It's not a lot of. It wasn't a lot of. What do I want to say? It was not a lot of action going on. But pretty much that will be the part number 1 for you. So if anyone tuned in, thank you. If not, you can always view it on YouTube. But this is going to be the first national race on Heat 4. It's going to be very, like I mentioned, it's going to be very interesting how these guys handle the tire wear, the fall off. It's going to be very interesting to see who can handle the tires the best. Back in Heat 3, you could drive the car as hard as you want and you could have no penalty. Now, when you drive as hard as you want, you wear out the tires way more, and you'll kill yourself in the long run. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see who has the best car in the long run tonight. So it's going to be, I think, 125 laps around this 3/4 mile short track. So it's going to be very short race, especially for a short track. So I'll see y'all for part number 2. That'll be qualifying at Richmond, and all I know is Incog, I think, will be the last one to go in qualifying. So because he won last week, so Incog's going to be the last qualifier. That's all I know. And I think North will be the first qualifier. So hopefully see y'all there and qualifying part number 2 of the live stream. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all in a second.